Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're gonna go ahead and do this look right here. I'm not quite sure what to call it, but let's just call it a red lip glam. I tried to create a shimmery gold red lip look for you guys. Something that you can use for a special event, or if you got something going on special, you can definitely use. Red lip will always make that look a little bit more intriguing, more out there, so people notice. Nothing much to say today. I hope you guys have been doing well. Hopefully I will be trying to be posting twice a week now. I am trying to work my schedule and making sure I can do that. But I am still working on it, so bear with me and hopefully I can do it soon. Yeah, that's all for today. So if you guys gonna watch how to create this look, then just keep on watching and don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you leave. Alright, let's get started with this look. My eyebrows are done. I use the same as usual, the Benefit Ka-Brow in shade 4. So let's move on to our eyes and get this show started. So before going into my eyeshadow, I'm going to use an eyeshadow primer, which is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus, to prime my eyes and have a base so that my eyeshadow stays longer. Now that we got that set, we're going to go ahead and start. I'm going to use the Chocolate Bar from Too Faced eyeshadow palette. One of the best ones I love. I use the Milani Keep It Sweet scrub for my lips so that I can have moisturized lips by the time we're at the end of this video for my lipstick. Now back to the eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and set my eyes, and I'm gonna use the white chocolate color, which is the one on the very top of the makeup. And then I'm going to use the Sonia Kashia brush that I got for Christmas. Doesn't have the number, but it's just a very fluffy brush. Salted Caramel to start my transition color, which is this one. I'm going to use my Morphe E22. Using windshield wiper motions. I'm going to go ahead and start using that in my crease. I'm going to use this in the corner of the eye. Moving on, I'm going to use a Morphe E18, which is a smaller brush. To add a little bit more depth of the color, I'm going to use Semi-Sweet, which is this one. And this goes just in the very, very, very corner of the eye. Start off with small amounts and then start adding into it because you don't want to add too much, and then it's gonna look too harsh. It's like a gold color. And I'm going to go ahead and add a little Fix Plus so that it gives it more of a color to it. Alright, so now that we got that going, done with the corner of the eyes shimmery, I'm going to blend everything out so that it looks more precise. I'm gonna put a color, the white chocolate, under my brow bone first, and then we're gonna blend out. And then we're gonna blend everything out with a Wet n Wild blending brush. Go ahead and do the corner again. I'm gonna use the Luxie one, and I'm gonna use the milk chocolate color just so that I can blend that out. And then grab a brush that doesn't have anything, a blending brush, and then blend all that out again. I'm gonna use a Real Techniques fluffy brush to do that. And it's okay if you don't have a precise corner, because with our concealer we're gonna go ahead and clean that out. We're gonna move on to our eyeliner, the scariest part of makeup, at least for me, because it takes forever. I'm gonna use the NYX Matte Liquid Liner for this. I'm gonna get really close to the camera, I'm sorry, to the mirror, so hopefully you guys can see. For this part I have to be real quiet because I will mess up if I don't pay attention to what I'm doing. Okay, so now that we're done with the eyeliner and it's all clean and perfect after struggling for 20 minutes. That's not the business. Moving on to our face, I'm going to use the POREfessional primer so that we can get a flawless, and our foundation can stay and everything can stay longer. And I'm just going to do it in the areas that I need it the most. My cheeks, my nose, my forehead, everything. I'm going to use the Mario Badescu Skin Care and set everything. And then we're going to move on to our foundation. I am going to use a mixture of foundation. So I'm going to use the Urban Decay All Nighter and Wet n Wild. Urban Decay I'm a shade 5.5, and Wet n Wild I am cream beige. So I'm going to mix those two up and see what these things can do together. I've been liking the Wet n Wild foundation a lot, and I've mixed it with a couple other ones. So I think it's a really good foundation. I'm just going to mix it with my finger and my hand. And then just start putting it where we need it. Little quick note. I have a little scar right here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but when I was little, I used to well, I'm pretty sure that everybody, like, as a girl, is always with their dad, and you're like daddy's little girl. Well, being my dad's little girl, I always was with him everywhere he went. And he was working on, well, this was in Mexico, but he was working, I believe it's in Mexico, maybe I'm wrong, but he was working outside in the ranch, el rancho life, and allá en la sierra, okay. And I was, you know, right next to him, and as a kid, I don't know if you noticed, but you're always right there with your parents, like right behind your parents and mom and dad. And then I was right behind my dad, and he was shuffling. Just kidding. He was doing something with the dirt, and he had a shovel and was, you know, I guess, is it shoveling? How do you say that?
Shoveling.
Shoveling. Thank you. He was shoveling the dirt, and he was scooping it and then obviously doing stuff, and I got too close for comfort and right into my head. So now I have this beautiful beauty mark on my face, but I got a story for it now. So embrace everything about you, because that's what makes you beautiful. So now we're going to do our concealer. I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me concealer under my eyes. My nose, the bridge of my nose, my forehead, Cupid's bow. Carve a little bit my face and contour with the LA Girl Conceal and the color Toast. Got that right there? Got that there? Something like that. Now we're gonna set everything so that it doesn't move. I'm going to set my contour with the Hoola Benefit bronzer, and I am going to set my face and everything on my concealer with my translucent powder from Laura Mercier. Let's bake a little bit for them. Go ahead and do that. Now that we set everything, we're going to leave it there for a little bit. I'm going to do my eyelashes really quick. And the eyelashes that I'm going to use today are the M Lashes by Obed Montes, which are these. My eyelashes are on. Let me just take a little second to rave about these eyelashes. Like, oh my god. They are just so full. They were so easy to apply. I only had to trim them a little bit to fit my eye. My eye is pretty small, so I have to always trim my eyelashes anyways. But they are so full. They are very wispy. It's just gorgeous. They are handcrafted, and then they're cruelty free, so they just even makes it more perfect, and they're amazing. They feel amazing. They don't they're not heavy on the eyes. I feel like these are awesome. So I highly recommend them. You can look him up online. I think you can go either Instagram or Facebook. He's on both social medias. But just look up Obed Montes or M-Lash, and you'll be able to get them and order them. You need to try them out. Take off my powder. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and go in with the MAC blush. It's the Melba Matte Blush. It's like a pinky rose gold-ish color. I'm just going to use a Real Techniques blush brush. Pansy. It is like awkward. I feel like whenever I do my makeup, I'm always doing these weird faces. Well, I'm gonna do my under eyes really quick. I guess I forgot about that. As always. And I'm gonna use the same colors I use at the top of my eyes, and then same order as well. Yeah, there we have that. I'm gonna do my corner. I'm gonna use the glow kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills to add the summer color. It's like a gold but white color in the corner. Just a tad bit. We already have that shimmer. Just a little bit to give it more dimension. And then after that, we're gonna move on to my highlight. And I'm gonna use the Laura Geller Gilded Honey for that. And I use a e.l.f. highlighting brush. Now we're going to go ahead and do our lips. I'm going to use a Jordana Easy Liner Tawny in the color Tawny. And I'm going to use a Maybelline Matte in color 690, which is Siren in Scarlet. It's like a red, pinky-esque color. Alright, we're almost done. I'm just gonna line my lower lash and upper to finish my eyes. Put a little bit of mascara and then set everything so it does not go anywhere. I'm gonna use the Telescopic L'Oreal mascara. And now we're gonna go ahead and set everything. I'm gonna use the MAC Fix Plus to set everything and make sure it doesn't go anywhere. This is the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.